The iron that you interact with every day is not simply pure iron. It is steel. But before ending up in your phone or car, iron ore must first go through a number of processes that turn it from a rock in the ground to an almost pure elemental iron concentrate, to a molten iron that can be molded, shaped, and customized depending on its use, to finally the various forms of steel used to produce our everyday items. So how exactly does iron go from in the ground to in your hand? The process of steel production is actually quite simple. It all starts with the mining of iron ore, typically in an open pit mine. The produced raw materials are then crushed, and the iron is separated from the waste using a series of magnets creating an iron concentrate. Next, three ingredients, that is, the iron concentrate itself, coke, an almost elemental form of carbon produced by the burning of coal, and limestone, which is needed to help remove any remaining impurities, are all combined in a blast furnace, transforming them into molten iron. Once this is produced, the steel-making process can begin. It starts by taking recycled steel scrap and putting it into a furnace along with the molten iron to produce molten steel. From there, various additives such as chromium, nickel, titanium, and cobalt can all be added to create different alloys of steel. These alloys will have different properties, making the steel suitable for a variety of uses. This molten iron is finally fed into various casts where it can be formed into its final shape. From there, the steel can be shipped to a number of facilities where it may undergo additional finishing processes, including coating to make it resistant to corrosion, tempering to reduce its brittleness, and annealing to increase ductility, making the steel easier to bend. Following production, the steel is transported to its manufacturing companies where it is incorporated into our everyday products. By taking a look at how many of the objects in your home contain steel, it becomes pretty clear why manufacturing steel has been so vital in human expansion. However, it is also important to consider the detrimental effects its production has had on our environment. The open-pit nature of iron ore mining alone imparts numerous negative regional consequences, including the destruction of local habitats, air and noise pollution, and the loss of local biodiversity, to name a few. Additionally, the combined effects of hundreds of years of iron ore mining and processing has contributed enormously to the production of harmful greenhouse gas emissions. Should the production of iron ore and other metal ores continue to increase, their continual release of these emissions will be detrimental to the fight against climate change. So the question then becomes, can we find a way to be more environmentally friendly and sustainable in our advancement? And how will this change affect the mining and steelmaking industries?